let me know they
whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor, only one Scarface. I met her at a club, she twerk better when I'm heartbreak. Hey, hood, the one I wanna, everything that I get. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity, whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club.
Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. Yeah, this ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah, bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah, down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you pop it, they don't wanna slice. Yeah, greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure, the boy's clever. If I did it, it was stellar, nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records, ain't nothing really but a walk in the park for me. Heard the catalog, you know I got some scars on me. Just getting started, you don't really wanna start with me. It's John Kill, I would sacrifice a heart in me. For family, high roller, but you wouldn't know it by the way that I wrote up. Career lifespan, looking good, it ain't slowing. One after another, man, I just keep going and going and going. Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah, greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Keep myself grounded, that's a piece of me that I won't let go. No matter what level I reach, I promise though. Man, I already know. How are you claiming we had a baby? We ain't never spoke. I don't be out here with random women on the road. They want a DNA test to prove it. I'm like, here you go. I could've saved you a bunch of time and told you the results. Looking for hush money from me, you ain't gon' get it though. Historic, rain on my parade. I keep walking and ignore it. Just part of the game, yeah, it comes with the territory. It's just another day, man, I'm used to it downpouring. It's nothing. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Do not need no introduction. Style my own, can't no one touch it. Became what they said I couldn't. Mediocre, that won't cut it. Life is a gift, I wanna live it to the fullest while I can. Why would I have left. Who knows when I'ma write my last verse. I've been to hell and back ever since that first EP came out with all I have on it. I've been giving all I have. Wasn't really prepared for the pain I was gonna have to go through to get to the end result that I knew I wanted. Hoped I would make an impact in rap. Has that been insane? Yes, but it was worth it. I can't imagine if I would've gave up and just turned my back on this music. Where would I be now? Don't know how I would've made it out from underneath that rainy cloud. Had my doubts, yes, but that's how I found my true purpose. If my surface looks great, who cares if underneath I'm hurting? If there's one thing I've learned in my life, it's that life is uncertain. Getting burned is unavoidable, isn't it? Ain't a person alive that hasn't been a victim of being lied to. We're all hypocrites, giving our 2 cents but not listening. All living in our own world, thinking that we're right when the fact of the matter is a closed mind is the mind of an idiot. Don't believe that's true, well, open it.
Yeah, London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part, see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless.
Today, from the Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles, Justin Fields.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 99 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now Fields. He's got Lewis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now a first down throw, Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Here's a 2nd and 8. On the option right is Fields. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Santos' kick is up and through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They're led out by a former #1 overall pick and a one-time league leader in passing yards out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You look at this Bears defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Olave over the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
Miller again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kendre Miller, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Groupie able to add to PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
In motion right, one of the tight ends. Foreman will try to pick it up. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. On the option left is Fields. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. To throw is Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Fields now to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they screw the right, you're cutting.
That's to Thomas, who makes a nice catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On play action, Winston on the move to his, and Winston lost the football.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jameis to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a... Too much getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Fighting his way through contact, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now. Yeah,
and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we got a chance to put points on the board.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And Mooney going to have a Bears first down as he'll get this up to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Foreman powering ahead. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Fields to commit there for a Chicago first. Now a give to Foreman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Fields completes a Mooney on the slant. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it on first with Foreman. Muscles by at the 25. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Fields going to keep it running right. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Now it's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Winston. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. They go play action. Winston. He lets it go deep for Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 40 yards. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Groupie for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, a 6-play drive. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields. They set up the screen to Foreman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Desmond Ridder, 4 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to Kansas City. Check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. 3 Tua Tagovailoa touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail the visiting Buccaneers as that game has gone to the half. Baker Mayfield, a touchdown pass in that first half. In the first half, it was the veteran Jameis Winston just doing his thing. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he rifles one incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Winston from the gun on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Winston to give is Kamara. Down to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Into the hands of Perry, complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
This is Homer. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 6. Now Fields going to keep it running left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. Going on the ground with Homer. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. On the option right is Fields. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun. Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Perry on the move to the right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over. Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. First down, Winston. Flush to his right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Winston on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Setting up the screen for Miller. Oh, no, he lost the football. but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Winston being chased out left.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Here's Winston.
They set up the screen to Miller.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Completes it to Perry.
And unable to break. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the...
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Winston. Eluding the pressure right.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Touchdown, Saints. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 1st and 10, Winston. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Inside handoff now, Miller. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Winston to throw.
And he will have the first down. And that is not officially going to end it, but they'll be able to take the clock way down from here.
Now Winston. Flushed out right. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown. A.T. Perry from 13 yards. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Winston. He completes it to Olave. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Saints, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bears, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.